Hey, what's going on guys, Chris here, checking out another one of those guns in Battlefield 1. And today's video is going to be all about the 1903 Hammerless, a semi-automatic pistol which can be used by the assault class. So back in the early 1900s, famous American weapons inventor John Browning was working alongside Colt to produce several different pistols, such as the Model 1900 and the all-time classic M1911. Although these guns would go on to be a success, they were all pretty big and mainly designed for military use. So Colt wanted something else which was a bit smaller and more ideal for police forces and home defense, to fill in this gap of the market. Because Browning had already made a fairly small pistol a few years before in the form of the FN Model 1900, which was a pretty big success in Europe, he seemed like the right guy for the job, as Colt wanted something pretty similar. So with that, the Colt 1903 Pocket Hammerless was the outcome, a shrunken down version of an earlier design, which had a shorter barrel, an 8-round magazine capacity, fired in .32 ACP, and just the right kind of size for a coat pocket, hence the name Pocket Hammerless. Though despite being called the Hammerless, the gun did have a hammer. It was just covered by the back of the slide, so it wasn't visible. This would have made it a smoother weapon to withdraw, avoiding the possibility of the hammer snagging on a pocket on its way out. But along with having a hidden hammer, it was also the first pistol ever to feature a grip safety. With production beginning in 1903, this was the start of a long life cycle for the little pocket pistol, which would span over the course of 42 years, with over 570,000 models being created overall, in 5 separate variants. The 1903 Hammerless was a very popular weapon amongst law enforcement officers, and during the Great War, it was used by both the US Navy and the British Empire. But it was actually the Belgian army who used it the most, as they ordered over about 24,000 models. And despite utilising a weaker cartridge, the Colt 1903 Hammerless was reliable, easy to use, and served as a very handy backup weapon for additional firepower in the trenches. In Battlefield 1, the 1903 Hammerless functions as the assault class's low damage, rapid firing secondary weapon, which shares almost all of its stats with the likes of the Frommerstop, Modelo 1915 and the Taschen Pistol 1914. Its damage output is one of these stats, with a maximum of 26.5 up to the range of 6 meters and a minimum damage of 13.5 beyond 31 meters. So the 1903 Hammerless is one of the weakest pistols in the game, taking 4 bullets to kill up close, but up to 8 rounds to kill at longer distances, past the range of 28 meters, which isn't very far at all. If your target is in close proximity, then it's going to take the same amount of bullets to kill as the P08, C93 and the MLE 1903, which the assault class can also equip. And because it fires faster than them, this is going to give it a quicker time to kill, making it a very effective pistol for taking down enemies rapidly up close. Though with its range dropping off much faster than the other assault class semi-autos, taking an extra bullet to kill for every 6 meters away your opponent is beyond 10 meters, this generally means that you'll need to land more shots successfully at mid to longer ranges than you would with the other sidearms. Because the assault class already has the Howder pistol, which can kill even quicker still in CQC, this might be a better option if you're trying to maximise your close range killing potential. Though the 1903 Hammerless should generally perform a lot more consistently over all ranges, even if it does take more rounds to kill. As despite this, the Hammerless actually has one of the best times to kill across the board, meaning it can pretty much beat all of the other secondaries which the assault class can equip, even though the gun's slightly weaker. This is mainly down to it being able to fire so quickly, and if you can tap the trigger fast enough to reach its maximum 450 RPM fire rate, then it's only 100 RPM slower than some of the assault's primary weapons such as the MP18 and the Ribby Roll, which are both going to take an extra bullet to kill up close than the pistol. And interestingly enough, this means that the 1903 Hammerless actually has a slightly quicker kill time in CQC than both of those primary weapons. But you're going to have to spam the trigger whilst remaining accurate if you want to be able to achieve this rapid kill time. Unfortunately though, the 1903 Hammerless's recoil pattern isn't the best, as it also mirrors the other 450 RPM pistols from the other classes. It's got a vertical value of 1 and a horizontal value of 0.4, so although it's got less recoil than the M1911 and the P08, with its horizontal figure being slightly higher than the MLE and C93, this means that it's not going to be quite as accurate, and so a couple of your shots might stray off target if you're firing in rapid succession, especially if you're taking on someone further away. As the gun has a magazine size of 8, with the addition of an extra 9th round in the chamber, it's generally capable of handling with anyone at any range, providing you're quick to the trigger and accurate enough. But even if the pistol does happen to run out of ammo in a gunfight, it won't take you very long at all to swap over those magazines, as the 1903 Hammerless has one of the fastest reloads in the game, with a slight advantage over the other rapid firing pistols for its tactical reload, matching up exactly with the M1911. Because you can reload the gun so quickly, you're going to be far less vulnerable as you go about using it. And when you compare this factor to a lot of the other sidearms that the assault class can equip, like the Gasser, the Howder pistol, and the MLE 1903, it's generally going to be a more dependable weapon to have by your side, especially with its deploy time being a bit faster than both the Gasser and the Howder pistol too. But anyway, in conclusion, the 1903 Hammerless is the pistol to equip if you want to quickly chip away at your opponent's health bar in bite-sized chunks. It supplements the faster firing nature of the assault class's primary weapons pretty well, and although it might generally deal a lower damage over range, its speed and reliability help to make up for it. The Hammerless is very effective up close, and it can still be a dangerous gun to use at those longer ranges too. But of course, its slightly lower accuracy and lack of power are both going to make it a harder gun to kill with at these distances, and you'll still need to have quick reflexes and a fast trigger finger in order for it to do well. But with a larger than average mag size and a snappy reload time, this makes the 1903 Hammerless one of the more versatile options to pick. It might not be the strongest weapon of the pack, but it can still get you through a lot of battles alive, being able to handle with most situations fairly well. So that's just about all I've got for you in this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the guide, give me a thumbs up on your way out, and subscribe for loads more content new and upcoming. Take it easy, and I'll be seeing you in that next one.